Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and it's been a while since I've even had time to record anything, just thanks to how my schedule has been lately. It's just been a mess of, work just early enough that you don't really get time to record early, but then get home just late enough so you don't have time to record anything at night because it's time to go to bed. Basically what I'm saying is having an adult job sucks. But let's go ahead and get into today's build. Now, because it's been a while and I'm feeling a little I am going to do something just a little different. Hello, buddy. I'm going to just pull off a build that was requested of me. I want to give it a try because I'm interested in seeing where this goes. So I will also openly admit I did not check what the relic or the robe should be, but I got the gist of the arcana. I suppose it's not going to hurt anything to go have a look in my comments real quick. So if y'all want to give me just a moment, and we will figure this out together. So let's see. We're going to obviously have, I believe it was, oh great, where do I look up my comments? Right here. Lots of things that are recommended that's, well, you know how it works. Just all sorts of recommendations. Alright, Fury Robe and Shark Mask. Alright. And yes, Dash is my choice. Alright. Cool, let's give that a shot. We're basically just performing a nice strong signature spam build, and you know what? I am okay with that. Alright, where is our Shark Mask? It's under offense, isn't it? There it is. Alright, let's give this a whirl and see how I like it. We are, of course, going to be looking for the retro floor plan, which, of course, doesn't show up when I want it to. Figures. Oh, I should also check. Was it supposed to be perforating jet, or was there a difference? Was there a different recommendation? So according to this, it says air jet, but I'm assuming that means perforating jet. Alright, cool. Let's give this a whirl. Worst thing that can happen is that I lose, and, after I am going to alter my dash. So, since we want to keep a little bit of distance between us and the enemies, why don't I go... Oh, no, I use Thunderline all the time. Why don't I go Frost Feint? That can't possibly be a bad idea. And yes, I did roll for the jazz soundtrack. And do we start at Atlas? I think we do. So not only do we have a heavily projectile-focused build here, but we also have things that Atlas is going to resist pretty heavily. And just like that, we get ourselves a signature. It's just that easy, folks. And yes, these guys are the reason why I wanted to come here first. I wanted to get this out of the way because Near Shield Knights are the worst. Okay, I probably wouldn't mind Arc Sphere. I'll have to think about that. Oh, hold on, we are going to walk. Because I'm pretty sure that's another shop over there. It is. I did tea another tour. Not the most useful. Pazu's favorite hat is good. Okay, that was complete overkill. Ugh, perforating jet. You upset me. You could be so much better. Alright, so one thing I'm noticing so far is that we are going to need a little bit of relic help for this build to consistently get signatures in most fights. Ah, damn Lancer. So for those of you who are wondering why it sounds like I'm really tired right now, I am recording this at roughly midnight, which is slightly after the point in which my body says, hey, maybe you should consider giving it a rest. And then I usually say no and keep playing Elden Ring. Which, to be fair, has been working out for me for a little bit now, but I won't deny the last few days at work have been a little difficult, and I am kind of feeling the fatigue set in. Okay, well that's not gonna help. Give me that. And I think I'm definite. Or do I take Sonic Breaker? Since we've got one hell of a ranged build going on. I think that's what we do. Alright, so far so good, although I get the feeling I'm getting some kind of subpar relics. Go away already. God. I kinda wish you had chosen another basic. Perforating jets, just... it's not it. And was this chosen just because it pierces enemies? Because, you know, Bolt Rail can do something very similar. And when I say similar, I mean exactly the same. Alright, well I see 2 relics here that I like. We've got Projectile City going on, so getting the discounted Gloves of Gambit is kind of a no-brainer. And then hopefully we'll have enough for... And assuming that things work out, we'll have enough for both the Quill and an upgraded Arcana at the very least. Okay, that was awful. Alright, I'm just getting my ass kicked here. Alright, I guess I'm putting the Shark Mask back on. So, here's what I'm noticing. Obviously, this is plus 20% signature charge, but with the Shark Mask taking away some signature charge, it's making things a little iffy. But it's the same amount, so it should be roughly similar, right? But my thought process on this is that, yeah, you get signature charge for most fights, but it's usually at the end of the fight, as I'm noticing right now. Makes me think that this build might be better off without the Shark Mask. Or, like I said, just a basic that helps you build signature charge a little bit more. Perforating Jet just doesn't do enough. Hey, got anything good for me? Yes and no. See, part of the problem here is that even though I love Mercenary's Dagger, it's too early in the game. Like, I'll end up losing out on a lot of cash that could have been put towards other boons, so I'm just gonna take the Cartographer's Quill. You know, complain a bit because I can't really afford Dynamic Disarray. Certainly not going to turn down Hunter's Stiletto. Just don't really have anything that it synergizes with at the moment. But also don't forget that just plain stun does count. Yeah, I think without the Shark Mask, I could have gotten 2 signatures in that fight. That extra 20% is no joke. Alright, so what I would really like to see coming up is Family Seal, as the goal is to be able to have signatures super frequently. And that is what we're going for, obviously. See, the other thing I should point out is that what's charging Signature so fast with twin turbines is the idea that it's a high damage projectile that's piercing through multiple enemies. If I'm having a hard time lining up multiple enemies to hit with the projectiles, well then it's just not doing as much as I would like. Because a good portion of what Signature Charge is based off of is how much damage you're doing with your attack. Which is part of the reason why Perforating Jet is just not a good fit for Signature Charge builds. Oh, beautiful. And here's the boss room. Alright, cool. Alright, got anything good for me, sir? No, no you don't. I don't know, I might just take them. I was thinking about taking the Paranamasicon, but... Wow, she really does not want to help me out. Grab that because that'll be another good signature charger, as well as a room sweeper. Don't try to say that 5 times fast; you will hate yourself. Another thing I would really like to see would be in Seville. Alright, we got anything good here? Yeah, we got this. Every little bit helps, after all. Oh, of course. Oh, it was dumb. Hopefully you've all been doing well. I feel really bad for not having had time to do my usual recordings and video making. And that's not just a, you know, feeling bad just because I've been having a hard time keeping to my schedule. No, it's literally been affecting my mental health a bit because I do enjoy doing this. I like being able to put out something that is both entertaining and, well, I would say informative, but it's really just informative to the community that plays this game, so... I mean, that's, I guess, informative enough, though. But what I'm... So when I say I hope you guys are doing okay, I do genuinely mean that. It's not just... It's not just me being funny or weird about it. Well, I don't have any melee arcana, so we'll definitely take that. It's fine. Try to find Iris on the off chance that she's in a good mood and will actually help me upgrade some of my arcana. Seriously, 4 arcana up to upgrade and I've gotten nothing. Nothing! And we still get nothing. Hooray! Now, the reason why I wanted to swap those out is mostly because I am getting I feel like I'm going to be getting a greater benefit out of having dragon arcs that will also benefit from the Gloves of Gambit and the Blinding Binoculars. But I suppose there's no reason why I can't keep the Inferno Beam going just for the signature charge. Not useful, like, at all, but I'll grab them in case I can trade them in for either some cash or for the Adorable Mimic. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's go. You all know what I'm about to say, right? But it's been a while, and in case any of you have forgotten, still the easiest boss in the game. Alright, got anything good for me? Ooh, surefire rocket. That is what I was looking for. That is going to help out immensely. And that was one of the things I was going to bring up, is because of how much signature decay actually makes it difficult to... I'm saying that completely wrong. Let me try again. Because of signature decay, it makes it more difficult to get... My brain is not working. Dark Sage, you said it was midnight. Wrong. It's 1:45 now. That's what we're looking at now. Yeah. But yes, it's because of how signature decay works, it can make it really difficult to really effectively use the shark mask. Like, yes, this is the right robe for it. Make no mistake about that. But by essentially turning your bonus signature charge into regular just for the sake of having your signatures count as critical hits all the time, I mean, yes, it makes your signatures powerful, but it also makes it harder to charge them. And I'm not really saying anything that I think anyone here is unsure about, considering that that's the entire point of the shark mask. What I'm pointing out is that it's a little bit more of an issue than one would think. Here, you can have that. And you can have that too. And lastly, you can go ahead and take this toy train. There we go. Perfect. Oh, why am I going back? Ow. I'm not tired, you're just being silly. You didn't just see me walk into spikes for no reason. That would just be an awkward thing to do. So that's what I'm thinking is the sort of thing that we're supposed to be going for with this setup, is just throw the twin turbines through a bunch of enemies to get your signature charge up, and then just let loose. And of course it's working. If I wouldn't have made it this far if it wasn't working. I'm just thinking to myself, you know, if I'm going to use the Fury robe, I don't think I would use it with the shark mask. I think I would use it with either the family seal or the... Sorry, the family seal or the surefire rocket. Because what you have when you put those together is just a near endless barrage of signature casts that are all getting a bonus 25% damage because of the robe. I think it's rather obvious that that's the setup that you want to go for when you have the water dragons, Dragon Surge, and you've just decided that you want the entire screen to be filled with them. That's what you go with. I would also suggest that Absorption Coil could work, but you'd also have to design a build that's heavily armored to make that work properly. Because otherwise, you're just gonna end up dying from taking intentional damage. Ow. Well, it was almost a good dodge, and that was just sad. I would complain about the dead ends, but I need them for the Cartographer's Quill. After all, it's not a complete map unless you also know where not to go. I mean, we finally got that upgraded. There we go, we can do that now. And lastly, anything here? Well, I mean, that would have been useful before the final floor. No, there's actually nothing here I want. Yeah, I've got a relic spot. Might as well grab that. Oh, lame. There we go. That was a nice short fight. I feel like I could have done a little bit better there, but overall, for a guy who's playing at like a chunk past midnight, not bad. How did I miss that one? Ooh, hang on. Perfect. That's much better. Oh, and she finally lets me upgrade this. Jesus. Alright, so overall, I would say this build isn't bad, but there are definitely some things that I would change. I will get into that after the fight, though, not because what I'm doing is difficult. I mean, obviously, I've put in enough time in this game that I'm used to this fight. Ow. Alright, so now that we're through the Sura fight, and don't get me wrong, there was plenty positive about this run, so I'm not just trying to be a negative Nancy. But some of the things that I would change to make it a little... to kind of bring it up to where I think I would enjoy it more. First of all, exchange Perforating Jet for Bolt Rail. Bolt Rail just does overall more damage, and that means you get to charge your signatures faster. It's just much more... It's an overall much more consistent basic, and I think that would make this a lot more fun to play around with. I have no issue with Twin Turbine, and Obsidian Cascade is just a lovely little boss eraser, as I pointed out before. As said, I would change the Shark Mask to either the Surefire Rocket or the Family Seal, just... I know what you're going for. You're going for quality over quantity, and there is nothing wrong with that, but I just felt... It felt weird getting the signature at the end of almost every fight instead of where it would have been most helpful. So that's just my thought, is sometimes you get more out of just spam. Just pure spam sandwich. I think that would have done you a lot of good. I think those are my only two real critiques, is different basic and different starting relic. The robe, of course, is the right choice. You definitely, if you're going to be going spam sandwich, you gotta have the robe that makes it possible to make spam sandwiches. And that's about all I got. Definitely a fun build to try out. I still recommend it, even in its current form. I just think that there's a better way to get it to work out. I was fortunate that I found the Surefire Rocket and the Ancient Fountain Pen as we were going along, because those just go beautifully with the signature spam routine. But yeah, overall, that's all I've got. And like I said, I'm just happy to be able to have some time to record again. Like, I might just have to start, taking time that I don't normally use for my recording. I might just have to start doing that, especially if my schedule is this weird sort of, early afternoon to, mid to late evening every day. But you know how I feel about consistency, and hey, having consistency in your work schedule is also good. So, I don't know, a lot of this is on me to work out, and I apologize for making you guys kind of get put in the crossfire of it. I do apologize for that, but next video we will continue the Signature Arcana Spotlight series, and I am definitely working on the tier list for the air elements, so look forward to part 3 coming out pretty soon. I, of course, am very happy that you guys choose to continue to spend your free time here with me. I very much appreciate it. I hope you are having a beautiful rest of your day, or you're going to have a beautiful rest of your day, I should say. And I will catch you in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and you take care, everybody.